The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hello, welcome to another edition of our program, CHW in Action, with your host, your community health worker, Rafael Calderon. As always, CHW stands for Community Health Worker in Action, because I am always in action to try to bring you, the community of Nashua, information as to how to live a healthy lifestyle. And as always, I like to point out that to me, to live a healthy lifestyle, you have to approach it from a holistic approach. To me, being healthy is about having a full, happy, balanced life. And to do that, we have to go into different areas of our lives. So whenever I come across an interesting person that does something very cool and something that can help us live a healthy lifestyle, I want to bring him into the show and introduce them to you. Today I have the privilege of having Mr. Herbert Lewis with us. We are going to get to know him better because I just heard some very cool things that he does for the youth, and we're going to talk about that. Mr. Lewis, how are you?
Sir. All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So,
My pleasure.
Tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, I've been a long-time resident here in Nashville for about 50 years. Played Nashville High football and always been athletically inclined. I currently run a karate school, Tigers Den School of Martial Arts and Fitness. We're at 9 Silver Drive down by the Pheasant Lane Mall. And I'm working on 5 years now for my LLC, and I'm honored and privileged, and it's been a passion to always teach it. And they say one that teaches it learns it twice. You have to have your health.
Indeed, very well. Without your health, you can't do much.
You can't do anything without your health.
Now, tell us about, you do many things, so I want you to tell us all that you do. I overheard you before the camera went on talking about Rough Riders.
Yep.
What is that about?
Okay, Rough Riders, we're a lifestyle organization. We're family orientated. We do charity stuff. I don't know if you recall the victims that were had the fire over here on West Hollow Street there.
Yes.
We gathered all kinds of things for them. It was so overwhelming. The kids in the neighborhood and the youth. We've even claimed one of the trails along the tree streets. We work with the police athletically. We go to the Crime Watch meetings. We like to have our cookouts and enjoy, living and being the family that we are. I've been a member now going on 2 years myself with the Hillsborough County, New Hampshire Rough Riders. We will be doing our jump off coming this April. Anybody's welcome to come. I'll put it up on Facebook. We'll usually post it. What we're going to be doing is we need to get back into the swing of things, into the neighborhoods. With these kids these days, they need more positive mentors. They need more structure. They're not getting it at home. Their parents aren't giving them the love that they're looking for, so they look elsewhere for it. with the gangs and the drugs and so forth and, things like that. And that's a dead-end street for them. Thank goodness we have the Boys and Girls Club. I had a program there for 5 years.
Yes.
And great programs they have there. The Police Athletic League, I've been going there 3 times out of the week. Great staff there, great programs there. And if we didn't have those places for these kids to give them some type of structure, who knows where they would be.
Indeed. Now the question is, I love the Boys and Girls Club too. I used to have a youth program there. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about the youth. Mine was named YES, which stands for Quisqueya's Youth Enlightened Success. The Q is silent in the name. And I was trying to teach, I was teaching them life skills and how to prepare to have a better life, how to get a good education, how to stay healthy, how to set and achieve goals so they can go to college. While they go to college, to keep their heads in their shoulders, because we all know that college can be an adventure, and some people don't manage it all that well. So to have a straight head on the shoulders while going through college and after college, to have a great life, to have a profession, to learn how to manage their money, to learn how to be good family members, all that good stuff. And I was trying to teach that program, but I had to stop it because I basically ran out of time. It was a summer program.
Okay.
And those kids that were in my class, in my program, they still contact me every now and then.
Good.
And I think it's about what you just said, is they don't have what they need or what they want, or they don't get it from
Guidance.
home. They don't get guidance, right? So the question is, what is happening at home? What could be happening at home? How could we help the parents so they can be there for the kids, for the youth? And how do you see us having a big impact in preparing the youth to have a better life?
It's just like going to church. I've been a member of New Fellowship Baptist Church, going on 28 years now. We can have church inside the church, but then there's church outside the church. We don't want to just keep it in. We want to come out with it and spread that word. So even if that means going into someone's home, if you have to. Some teachers, are against that, when it comes to school, they don't want to get involved. They just want to be the teacher. They don't want to get involved with the parents. Just like with my karate school, I'm a teacher. I'm not the parent, but I have situations that come to me where it requires that, they look for my advice on things that go on at home. And all I can do is reprimand them as far as what I do at my school, with giving them exercises or may strip them of their rank, give them time out or whatever the case may be. So I have to keep that separated. But we need to come out and do something and make a stand as far as that goes. Our kids are number one. They're our future. And if we don't grasp a hold of it now, I don't know where it's going to end up. Keep it all in prayer. But we have to get out and reach out to these parents, see what these homes are like, what the lifestyles that they're living, and then take it from there. The kids, they need it. They have to have it.
I agree.
Have to have it.
I agree, and I think that they need more, for lack of a better word, role models. They need to see people that look like them, that have been through experiences like them, that can tell them, I went through this road. It didn't end up so well for me. I don't want you to do the same thing. And for that, I would like to see some type of a big brother, big sisters type of mentoring program in which any kid that says to a teacher, to a friend, to someone that works at the Boys and Girls Club or at the Pell, if you tell them, I want to be a singer, there should be a system where you can find a singer that can guide them and walk them.
Yeah, they have the, what is it? It's called the Nashua Community Music Arts or something. That's a facility around here somewhere. I don't know if anyone can just join it or not. Whatever. I mean, I know they do have music in school, whether or not anyone wants to pursue it as far as singing goes or playing an instrument and how far they go with it. I know they do have the technology in school today. We just did our 40th senior high school reunion, and we did a tour of my old high school. I can't believe how far technology has gone with the studio and everything. It's amazing. I wish I had that when I was coming up. Mm-hmm. But the kids, I mean, they're looking for something. They're looking for something. Whether or not we have it in this city to offer it to them, but at least give them some kind of hope or faith or something to grasp a hold of, where they can feel like they're being a contribute to society or feel good about themselves, and then they can apply themselves more, but it takes a lot of effort, incentive. You said role models. I mean, it used to be the athletes, the pro athletes that we could use as role models, but now with things that are happening with some of the athletes these days, I don't know if we can use them as a good example anymore. I'm just an ordinary guy, humble person, just looking just to do my part, but the police can't do it by themselves. I can't do it by myself. We need everybody to come together in this city and just take that walk, take that leap, take that first step, whether or not it's it's something you've ever done before or not, but we need to do it. We need to do it.
It's going to happen. You want to know why? I'm working on opening up a Latin American center, and it's going to be all about teaching workshops that I teach now to people in healthcare. I teach diabetes self-management classes, chronic diseases, management and prevention. Well, for chronic diseases, it's management. For diabetes, it's prevention and management. Okay. And then how to live a healthy lifestyle, and that's a workshop. I can take anybody that's willing to learn and teach them how to live a healthy lifestyle. And I mean, you teach someone something, just like in karate. You teach them something. It's up to them how they take what you've taught them. But I teach these things, and I have testimonies of people that have improved their lifestyles, the way that they live their lives, that seem happier, that have overcome depression, that now know how to manage diseases. And it's not my stuff. I just take from professionals and people that are smarter than me, and I try to convey it to people and teach it. But the thing is that I want to create a center where every day I have 2 or 3 of these programs going on, and have some for the youth, have some for children, have some for adults throughout the whole day, so that anyone that wants to do something, they have a place where they can go to give people that idea, that give them that faith, that belief that they can achieve something. If they can go to a place where they see other people doing the same things that they want to do, it connects with them. I'm working on that. It's a dream, it's a goal, it's a quest. I'm working hard on it.
Dreams come true. I mean, you can make it happen. There's no limit to what we can do if we just apply ourselves. Like, I had 3,500 square feet downtown Nashville here with the oldest karate school in Nashville, but I had to get out of there. But where I'm at right now, I don't have that much room at this particular facility. But what I'm looking to do, what I eventually was looking to do, is do the music martial arts connection.
Music martial arts.
And I haven't heard of that anywhere.
No, I haven't.
And I had pretty good opportunity where I was, but I had to get up out of there. But I'm not being discouraged by that. I'm keeping my faith, keeping my spirit, and keeping the torch burning. Like I said, I'm honored and privileged to take over this great legacy that's been handed down to me. And we just keep going no matter what. That's a quote that comes from a cousin of mine who was a top 10 businessman in the country, entrepreneur, corporate lawyer, Reginald Francis Lewis, my first cousin. And we had a rock that was engraved and that was given out to the family, and that was said on it: keep going no matter what. We have our battles in life. We have our trials and tribulations, and there's been times when I've lost my spirit, but we have to keep our spirit, we have to keep our faith, and we have to have our health, because without our health, we can't help anybody. Can't even help yourself, But we need to have these programs out there, the support groups. We need everybody to come together and make a dream come true, make this a healthy city again. I remember it used to be the #1 city at one time, a couple times, to live in.
Yeah.
And I look at a lot of wasted commercial space around here that could be used for something, to help people or build people. I'm a small businessman, I'm not looking to blow up and be on top of the world, but it is my dream, it is my passion. I'm willing to share it, and what I've learned in the knowledge, I'm willing to give back.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we should talk about that sometime and some more about maybe finding a facility together. You said that the place where you are in right now is not that. Is it that it's not that big, or is it that it's not big enough?
It's more modern. the building that I was in is such an old building, but I mean, it's downtown Nashville, right across from the Great American Downtown, which organizes and coordinates all the parades, and so I had everything right there at my disposal, and I was self-sufficient, with getting out there and doing demonstrations with what we do. Where I'm at right now is through my job. I work for Princeton Properties part-time, and they allowed me to come in. They heard my story, and actually my boss, which used to have the contract with them, well, he still does have the painting contract with them, but he worked up the maintenance department. I used to teach him and his 2 kids. They no longer come anymore because, they can't get there because I'm so far. I mean, I was at the north end of town, now I'm way down at the south end of town, almost at the Mass border. And I worked with hardship cases, underprivileged kids, parents that, didn't have transportation. It was ideal for them to come right downtown. Right. And I'm no longer there. I've been here for going on 2.5 years here now, and they offered me to come into what's called it's called the Great Room. It's a conference area for the tenants of this property. And I offer free for the tenants to come and take a class to see if we can meet their needs. I can't get anybody that wants to work out or get in shape anymore. I don't know what it is. At one time, the senior citizens were swarming the workout worlds and the Planet Fitnesses and, all the, the Ghost Gyms and Fit Lab and all the workout places. And now I can't even get them to come in. I mean, everybody wants to look good. Well, yeah, you can come here and look good and learn how to defend yourself and protect yourself at the same time. You can't get any better than that.
That sounds so cool to me.
I encourage anyone to come on down. I maintain the 2 commercial pools for them there, so we have access to the pools there. There's a workout area with the ellipticals and some weights upstairs, TV, monitors you can watch. It's more modern. I have a kitchenette area. There's a fireplace. We can pretty much have any type of a function that we want there.
Did I hear you right and you said that it's free? And people still don't come?
And I'm telling people that the tenants of the property where I'm at, I'm telling them to come in free. Come in for a month, free. And then we'll take it from there. Of course, I mean, it's a business. I got to make some money, but I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm trying to just get people just to come so they know who we are, what we do, and what we have to offer. And I can't get them to come. I'll do free seminars even. We even do an appreciation party for the tenants at the pool, DJ, catered in the food and hope, but I'll give out gift certificates, free coupons for free class. Do you know not one person shows up? I don't get it. I don't understand, I mean, you got to have your health. Okay. That's all I have to say.
Have you tried doing, I'm sure you probably tried it, doing some type of a survey, like sleeping under the door, so whichever way to ask them, what would you like to do? What is of interest to you? And then based on what they respond, to try to match that with your programs.
Well, I haven't quite done that, but in each doorway of all the buildings there, they have a slot for, you can put flyers in for something's coming up, an event that's coming. I've done that. Plus, the corporate office is right there. The girls are all great, and they're willing to work with me. They have a website. So if I'm going to be doing something, they can put me in the website to all their tenants and let them know, hey, this is going to get ready. I haven't done that yet. I've just been pretty much just pounding out the classes and trying to stay in shape myself. And, winter's here now and things like that. And I haven't really pushed that, but it has been offered to me. I've been just trying to kind of doing it on my own, but it's not happening.
Well, about how many on your own? So you've been promoting on your own or doing?
Yeah, promoting on my own. Yeah, promoting on my own, yeah.
Student-wise, I'm thinking of how I can get you some students to your class, because I like what you're talking about. I want everybody to be healthy. Okay, so how many students do you have right now?
A handful.
Okay.
That's all. I'll leave it at that handful. Now, I was flourishing before I had to get out of this building here. I had plenty of students.
Location is key, and then transportation. If I had a friend that was willing to transport people, those that cannot go anymore because of the distance, do you think they would go?
I believe so. I wish I had a bus or van, Tiger's Den on it. I'd like to even start my own daycare. Starting a daycare, and then with the daycare comes along with teaching them self-defense. I already got the kids. I go pick them up, or the parents drop them off, because daycare is expensive.
Yes, it
It's
is.
very expensive, but if I give them a nice offer where they can bring them in, and then, we teach their kids at the same time, I don't think I can do it at this facility. I'm looking for another building that I can get into where I can really swing our weapons and, come and go as we please and hold our own little functions. It's something my own. I want my own. But thank God that He's placed the people in my lives, like Princeton Property and the property manager there. They've offered me to come and teach my classes there, and they don't charge me anything.
Wow.
It's so I have a great opportunity here to do something. Just getting the people to show up. And then when I do seminars with I have some of my old students, some of the black belts, previous black belts, they will come and support me. But I'm looking for new faces. I'm looking for the younger kids. I'd rather work with the younger kids because they're more energetic. They want to do more. They want to get into competition. Some people are more private about it, which you have to respect it. I can understand that, keep it to themselves, what have you. But I work with all age groups, teenagers, adults. The kids are fun to work with. You got to make it fun for them.
Right, always.
Always going to make it fun for them. And I enjoy it. I really do. I wouldn't give it up for anything. And as far as the church goes, we have we had a basketball league. I'd like to get that started back up again. But we have some great youth. They're all going to college. And our youth president, if I can mention his name,
of course,
Roberto Landro, great kid. And he can get up on that podium and he can put the word out there. He's a smart kid. And I'll be seeing his parents later on tonight at a Bible study. I want to try to get him on. I like to get him on your show.
Of course.
He's a great kid. He can send the message out there, man. Maybe reach these kids out here today.
I can tell you, I like everything that you're doing. In the back of my head, I'm thinking of how I can help you accomplish what you want. I know that if I get first of all, like everything is, I need to get my funding. Once I get my funding, I'm going to have a place. I've seen 2 buildings already, and things have come close to an agreement, and then they haven't worked out. But the key thing is that once I get a place, my goal is to teach all classes that are useful to people. I want to only teach have classes where people learn how to live a healthier lifestyle. So how to cook healthy foods, how to basically think positively, how to set and achieve goals, how to prepare for a better future. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. And if you can come in and teach them the physical stuff, it would be awesome. It would be awesome.
You only get out of what you put into it, but you have to make an effort. They say the American people are the laziest people. We waste a lot, and we're lazy. I don't want to believe that. I really don't want to believe that. You have to do something. You got to be mobile, even if you have a condition, even as an athlete. If you have an injury, irrespective of lack of fatigue or an injury or whatever, you must continue to train. You can't just sit there and just let it get to you. You have to do something. Stretching is very important. I tell everybody, even these weightlifters, anybody that's in any sport, stretching is very important because it prevents injuries. So you're getting the oxygen to the blood and the blood flowing through the muscles, and you're getting loosened up, you're getting warmed up, and then you can go ahead and do your thing. Very important. A lot of people don't like to stretch. They just want to jump into the activity. So it's very good to know to do that. Calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups. I encourage anyone, as soon as your feet lay on the floor when you get out of the bed in the morning, take 24 hours a day, give yourself 5, 10 to 15 minutes. 5 minutes for push-ups or 5 minutes for sit-ups, jumping jacks, then go get yourself together and go off to work or go to school, whatever it is that you do. If you can't give yourself, and you can't put a price on your health, you can't put that, you can't do that. Either you want it or you don't. If you want longevity as far as, lifelong, you want to live for a little while longer, you got to do something. How you eat, how you sleep, how you exercise. Those 3 all go together, and the one can't go without the other. Hand in hand, you have to have it.
I I agree 100%. If someone wanted to participate in one of your classes, what would be the best way to reach you?
I have an email address, I have my telephone number, and I do have a Facebook page. So they can reach me all three ways right there. I don't have a website. They cost a lot of money. I'm just, like I said, I'm just a small guy. I haven't had one built. I thought about it. I've done some of the advertisements in some of the Market Basket magazines and stuff like that, but they say what it's supposed to do for you, but then it doesn't do it. And it costs money for that. And so I was spending money on advertising as far as that goes. So I don't even go that way anymore. So I just use my own resources as far as what I have available, what I can afford to do, and I keep plenty of business cards. I'm always handing them out to people that I meet and let them know where we're at. And that's a free coupon on the back of that card. So
very nice.
I can't get any nicer than that. I wish I could.
Unlikely.
I can't do it for free. I can't do it all for free, and it costs me money for everything.
Business is business.
Business
and
is
everything
business.
that is worth anything has a price.
And I guarantee you, my clientele, I get to know them all on a personal level, just like in retail. I was good at selling suits or whatever, and I met the people's needs. I get to know them on a personal level, like what they like, and so on and so forth. You can't treat everybody the same, because everybody's not the same. They're all different.
Exactly.
So
exactly. We're coming close to the end of the program. So is there anything that you like to bring up, anything that we haven't touched upon that's important to you that you want to convey to the community?
Yeah, springtime is coming, folks. I know the weather slows down for everybody and so on and so forth. Rough Riders, we get ready to have our jump off. Like I said, we're a community lifestyle organization. Actually, where that name comes from Theodore Roosevelt. President Theodore Roosevelt, 2nd Cavalry Regiment, the Spanish-American War. That was the name of them, the Rough Riders. We've changed the name deliberately, so that's where our name comes from.
Interesting.
And we do a lot of good stuff. But people, you need to come out, call me, talk to me about anything, reach out to me. I'll take the shirt off my back for the next person and do what I can do.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you, Raphael, for having me come in.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And thank you for your time. As you can see, Mr. Lewis does a lot for the community. If you need to contact him for his classes, or if you want any more information from him, feel free to contact me after the end of this program. You'll get my contact information. I'll be happy to be a go-between between these men. Okay? So once again, as you can see, the whole purpose of this show is to talk about living a healthy lifestyle. We want our kids to live a healthy lifestyle. Absolutely. Because then they'll become the youth, young people that will have a healthy lifestyle, healthy state of mind. They'll become adults that will be better able to live good lives, better lives than they would if they didn't have these skills that Mr. Lewis is talking about. So let us come together. Let's be there for our kids. Like he said, that kids are #1 most important part of our community. Let us come together, be there for them, teach them how to be healthy, how to live a healthy lifestyle. The best way to teach, let's be an example. Okay, let's be an example on how to live and achieve a healthy lifestyle. And with that, I leave you, and I thank you so much for your time. God bless you. Good night.
God bless.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.